Successful BIM on projects requires an appropriate level of planning and communication between the project stakeholders. Implementing this approach to BIM projects brings out all of the benefits of utilizing available technology. And, in combination with expert-level usage, the return is highly increased efficiency and accuracy, which equals immensely increased profits. BIMhub services are based on expert usage of BIM technology and unique experience with integrated teams developing coordinated and quality-controlled projects. This ability is built up from years of experiences and best practice with BIM in dedicated and multidisciplined teams. BIM Studios. A BIM studio is, according to the requirements of your BIM project, your dedicated BIM team. The team is set up based on the project description and the agreed project deliverables. With expert users of best-in-class BIM software, we cover all project disciplines in order to deliver BIM projects to our clients for maximization of benefits and profits in constructing the project. This is how it works. Let's start with the project brief. Prior to starting the developments on a project, a thorough description of the project is developed in cooperation with the client. During this initial step, project details and requirements are discussed and documented in detail. Based upon our experiences and expertise, the expectations in terms of the project deliverables are agreed and set. In preparation of a project, we research thoroughly in order to identify the best approach for the project. In order to maximize the benefits and profits on this particular project, we identify the specific needs. How to do it. Who should do it? Identifying the team and the BIM studio setup. BIM studio strategy. Maximize BIM capability on this particular project. Synergize team directions. Focus on deliverables. Implement the proper and efficient process. And here's the analysis. Utilizing BIM technology, we see the actual environmental conditions and use it to our advantage on the project. Wind temperature and humidity. Shadow range. Airflow rate. As a part of the analysis and the creative process, we also incorporate holistic integration in order to capture the characteristic and conceptual insights of the project. And for the design rationale, adapting nature's characteristics, its comfort, shade, and features, applying it on solar shadings, water features, and wind corridors. As for the sustainability connection, applying elements of nature to the building, featuring energy consumptions, light, and ventilation. And now for the details. With the results from the initial steps of the project brief, preparation and analysis, we initiate the modeling. This initial modeling provides an accurate form and showcase if structures stand within the concept and its constructability. Here's the initial phase. In this phase, we work with masses in order to simulate the buildable and non-buildable areas and create our initial renders. These initial renders indicate the best possible design approach and allow for optimal visualization of the project. Now onto the progression phase. At this stage, the project is developed into its actual massing and material, while taking key angles to highlight the building form. And for structural and MEP. Within the BIM studio team, we now initiate the structural modeling phase. We do this by modeling the initial frame and reinforcing its buildability. This process provides a concept schematic where we analyze the structural integrity of the building. For the final step in the structural phase, a detailed structural model is developed. Based upon inputs from the engineering team, we add mechanical, electrical, and plumbing parts to the BIM model in order to complete the layouts for the MEP risers of the project. As for energy, the virtual construction is now at a stage where we can determine the efficiency of the building, including its LEED compliance, in relation to the surrounding environment. As for clash detection, at this stage, we now have a virtual construction with all disciplines integrated to the BIM. As an important step in our BIM deliverables, we now initiate a sophisticated BIM quality control process. This process includes clash detection and checking of national building requirements, remove clashes between architectural, structural, and MEP elements, updated clash detection process, comprehensive clash and requirements report. And now for documentation. Based upon the project setup and the unique BIM server technology used for our BIM services, the project is now virtually constructed and ready for actual live construction. At this stage, the project is prepared for real-time construction management. By tracking the project through the construction process, utilizing the BIM server, The project changes are incorporated as the project develops, and the virtual building is updated throughout the entire project. The advantages with updating the BIM model: always up-to-date drawings, detailed drawings and 3D model for site management, automated adjustments of quantities throughout the project, enhanced control of planning and cost, as-built BIM when the building is completed. And for facility management, having the updated as-built BIM once the project is completed, you also have a virtual copy of the building. This virtual building copy is the BIM needed for running BIM-based facility management, the most advanced and appropriate way to maintain the life cycle of buildings. The as-built BIM provides building operators a complete database, checklists, inventory, and much more. Everything a facility manager needs related to run efficient and highly effective facility management. And finally, with our long-term experience and expertise, we increase profits for our clients. BIM implemented to a project based upon best-in-class technology and expert usage brings out great benefits and creates immense ROI. Contact us and learn how we can implement BIM on your next project. We excel in providing superior BIM services.